So that's just one example, but there's a few. And this time I think, well, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying playing. It's not like going to work or.
Had you played during your traveling through Europe as a string musician, or have you guitar with you by yourself?
Well, yeah, it's actually an interesting story, but without trying to go on too long about it, a guy that I knew for many years, he made a lot of money in Australia with mining. We've got in Western Australia, there's a mining boom going on at the moment with oil and gas and all this sort of stuff. So this guy ended up making millions and millions and millions of dollars and said to me, why don't you come and live with me on his estate and go travelling and have a break, and he'd help me with my career and and
sponsoring.
Yeah. So that's how I was basically flying around in his private jet and staying in all these incredible places and meeting all these incredible people, and I did that for 7 months, and but ultimately in the end, it wasn't really my world. It's not. It was nice to see and experience. But I miss the band, and it was it's cool staying in the penthouse in Venice at the Hilton and stuff. But some nights I'll be in this great big room all by myself, and I'll think, some of those days that we were all drinking bourbon out of a paper cup in a little shitty room with the band, I'd rather be there.
That's right as well. That's my role too.
So that's not to say I don't like the nice things in life, but I'd rather that I earned it myself. If the band ever had success and we were all sitting in a really nice suite drinking really nice Scotch single malt, go, well, we've done it, guys. That would be cool. Yeah. But just to sort of be part of someone else's trip, it's not my thing.
You miss the normal way of life.
Yeah, and I think if I ever get back to that world again, I would like it to be because I've made it there myself. And but having said that, I really like being on the road. I like touring. I like playing in pubs, and every now and again a big concert. And I think the journey of that is the enjoyment. I noticed that a lot of people I met that have really made a lot of money, millions and millions of dollars. They all say that the fun part was getting there, and once they got there, it was sort of a bit boring. It was the struggle that was the living it, and so I think probably that's where we're at as a band. We're trying to get somewhere, and every gig you never know could be the gig, and there's ups and downs and disappointments and excitement, and you never know what you're getting, but it's never boring.
that was the real life means.
Yeah. And so I like that. So I chose to leave that scene where I was, and although I'm grateful for the opportunity, but I'm much happier now being back on the road with the band.
It's nice to hear. Mark told me that you're starting to write a new album.
Yes.
Are there some influences of your things you realized now during the last 1.5 years? The ground of the story of the song.
I think that
some influences.
Yeah, I think so. At the moment, I've just got a few rough ideas together. I thought we'll do this tour first and just get the band back up and running, and then I'll look more seriously at actually what we're going to do. But I think that the experiences that I've had in the last year and a half, and also Lee and Rick have also had a year and a half to live whatever they've lived as well. So there's a whole bunch of different stuff that I'm sure will come through in the next album. I think we've never done an album with Lee before, and I'm really excited about it because he's such a good musician and he's got such good ideas and input. He's very strong, you know, so it's not like, you know, I'll have to write all the songs, or Rick and I'll have to write the songs and then tell the bass player what to play. Lee will come in and say, well, I think we should, yeah, cool, do that. So,
that's what you told me the last time you met us in Munich, that you're very, very glad about to have Lee as the new bass man.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you don't shoot him.
yes, not yet. He hasn't done anything wrong yet. No,
You know the running
good.
gag between us.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good. He's still alive because he's playing well. So if he stops playing well, we have to get another guy. But no, he's good, and I think he fits in perfectly, and that's the guy we've been looking for, really. I mean, it's not to say all the other guys were terrible. They were all, you know, and a lot of the guys that have been in the band are still very good friends. Yeah. But we need a guy like Lee. Yeah. For this band, and so
he's the fifth one now. I know.
Yeah.
Fifth bass player of you.
Yeah,
Tony.
I think we've had 16 since '97.
But five I know.
Five.
Tony, the first one. Then Troy. Then Kenji and Bob.
Yeah, right.
Kenji and Bob.
Yeah, you remember them all?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I still see Kenji all the time. He's a good friend of mine. And Tony I still see a lot of. Troy's moved over to the East Coast in Australia, so I don't see him. And Bob is coming to the festival in Holland where we're playing to say hello, so it's all cool. But I think even the other guys that were in the band see Lee in the band now and go, oh, okay, that's what you're looking for.
It's the right man on the right place.
Yeah, it's good.
You're now for 6 weeks in Europe, traveling around. What are your expectations? Had been your expectations filled up or not?
Well, it's what my expectations are, I suppose, is that by the end of the tour that the band is really, really playing well. I think we're playing well now, but I mean, better than ever, I hope. That's what we want. And the last gig is the Sweden Rock Festival, which we're playing a really great spot. We're on at 9:45 in the evening before the main act. Well, I think is Slade that night, or could be Motley Crue or something, I'm not sure, but it's some big act. And so we've got a really good spot. And what I want is for us that to be our just best gig we've ever played in front of all those people. And so
don't forget you have played in Fehmarn too.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I think 40,000 people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there. Yeah. So, but I learned stuff from that gig too. You know, I made a couple of mistakes in technical mistakes with equipment and stuff, which I won't do this time. Just set up in the wrong spot and didn't use my monitors properly how I should have. Even though it was still a great gig for us, this time it would be better because I have that experience to know, okay, don't ever do that again and don't do this. And so, yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that gig.
What will you do if you're very successful in the biggest festival as the closing gig at the tour? Will we hear you again in small, tiny clubs like this, or in Weiden and so on?
Oh yes, you know, I think the next tour will be similar to this tour. I think we're probably just really lucky getting on the Sweden Rock Fest, which is why the tour's a little bit later than probably it needed to be. I think coming into summer is not really the best time to be playing inside shows. So maybe you won't get as many people overall as what we might have if we came, say, 2 months ago. But still, all the gigs have had people out there and they've been good shows. So I hope that continues. It'll be really good.
Michael, thanks a lot for this small interview.
No worries.
And if it's possible to